Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your comments. I was wondering today what I'm about to tell you. It's kind of like a heavy energies that it's coming, and wonder how should be kind of like a helping you out for it until the energy spoke about itself. Um, as you see it, this picture right here, or as representing this union of the feminine energies of breaking down those situations at Libra. We have this union of the Moon, Venus, both Liliths, which is mean and true Lilith, and the South Node. They're all in the same spot pretty much in Libra, which is the relationship. And this is going to create this shattering, sparkling, breaking up, going out for. For some of you, this is going to be too much to handle. Okay. Particularly that the only one aspect is going to be pretty much most of the time that's going to be with the North Node in there. It's like I can't be able to achieve this because of the past, because of things. A lot of this past is going to come out. When we're talking about the past, this could be a past from 2 minutes ago. And this could be a past from millennia ago in a previous lifetime, or you're going to review the evolution itself. It all depends on what kind of level of evolution and you already have level of understanding that to be and so on. Yeah, that energy is going to be fuel. Most of you, this is going to be this self-isolation in there. And when we're talking about this self kind of like isolations within the relationship, this is kind of like a feel like you're alone by yourself in the relationship, which is some of the people don't realizing this. But if you are in these positions, you need to do what? You need to break it up. You need to kind of like take it off all these energies. At the same time, though, the counterpart, which is going to be a Mars, and we're talking about it shattering itself as well. We're talking about this shattering energies as Mars has entering uh, Cancer, and all those energies, they're going to be a squaring too. So this is going to be a lot of things on a personal level, guys. Don't take it for, but it has got its purpose in there to shatter illusions, to shattering this unnecessarily things in there. And talking about those energies for uh, following the path of review and remove, purge, delete, things that is not going to be helping you of where you're going. Okay? Something creates you all this intensity and it's based out of fears. You don't need that. This is the place where you should not go. And as you guys know, I'm giving you the heads up here. So this is going to be this energies for. At the end of the day, that energy is going to reveal its secrets. Okay, talking about the 10 o'clock energies. So stay tuned here at the report. And at the same time, those divine energies from Pluto towards Mars, which is entering Cancer, is actually the help of transformations. Both feminine and masculine energies, they're gonna go through deep, yeah, deep shit. Okay, all right, here we go. You have it. But it's gonna be paying off because it's gonna be remove restrictions. It's gonna be removing limitations. It's gonna be remove fear beliefs, and it's gonna be removing this inner jail that the people has been put it in. So for the feminine energies, that's going to be about relationship, which is Libra. For the masculine energy, is going to be the family, which is this is kind of like a revaluations between a family and relationships. What is the relationships in there? So with that being said, this is why I'm giving you this 10 o'clock energy so you can see this divine energy that's going to come. Particularly, we're talking about within the moon, as she's going to move. But the moon is going to be transiting at beginning from here. And it's going to trigger the crap out of it, of everybody. Don't forget about it. You have both masculine and feminine energies. Okay, if you think that you're too much masculine, you don't know how to deal with feminine soft energies. You don't know how to be all this and so on. If you're too soft, you only working with the feminine energies. You don't lacking the courage and the masculine, so you're developing this other side within yourself. So with that being said, I'm getting you to a 7 o'clock in the morning. As I said, here is that energy here. There is like pretty much nothing going on. Okay, so you need to be more vigilant about this, monitoring your emotions, monitoring your energies in there, because that is gonna be triggered a lot, particularly talking about this 1 o'clock energy. Just I'm gonna be talking about this, guys, that straight red line usually doesn't lead to anything good. If it wasn't that aspect with Pluto and so forth, we would have been in a lot of situations. So here is it's the 7 o'clock in the morning. That energy it is squaring Mars, as you see that beautiful line for it. Some most of the astrologers don't even use it to, but that is a one of these energies that begins to be trinic with Pluto, and that's what connects Mars, the deepest transformations. And as you see it in the picture, that is the people who hunker down in the hermit mode, and they're like, I cannot be in that. I have to break it up. I'm expecting a lot of the people to actually awaken, break it in. But when you break it in, what will happen is within you, you have to go to the trauma, the drama, and so on, and you don't know where you're at. So please, whatever you do as an actions, try to refrain yourself in there. Don't say I didn't say it. So, okay. So here is 8 o'clock energy. The ascendant is going to be there at Libra. Is going to be point you out of that about revaluations of the relationships that's coming. That energy is going to be connecting with Uranus and Pluto to tell you that it's all about that transformations from yesterday that we talk about it. Okay. And now that transformation's coming and you are not ready probably to facing all this. And we are talking about intuition. We're talking about the deepest fears you have within yourself. We're talking about stuff that are buried in the past. We're talking about things about that you know about the truth from what you knew about yourself. We're talking about love and money that it's coming. And all this, it's rising on the surface and you cannot help out. It's kind of like you can't control it. You're not. Those are the energies that comes in to tell you and to help you. Okay, the stuff that gonna comes in for with the whole these intuitions about the relationship is gonna come in, but the relationship with others, okay, which is representing Libra, that is the inner reflection of the relationship within your own self, and this is why this is coming. And that things and those triggers are coming in when you are in a relationship with others. See, when you're by yourself, okay, good. You can hide the things of the Lilith, the dark side of the Lilith, for it. You can hide that shadow. You can hide what happened in the past because you're not dealing with anybody, right? You can hide your also your true self, what you are meant to be, that truth that it's coming inside. But what else you hiding? The love. And all these things, and now all of a sudden they're just like coming out on the surface. and there is nothing pretty much you can do about it. All right, 9 o'clock, that energy is gonna comes out right in your face. You're gonna see it. Midheaven, it's gonna be at Cancer. To a lot of the energies that it's gonna be coming out, it's deeply shifting transformations, deeply shift. I mean, I'm so positive about that in there, either though that you may see it that it's not. But you need to understand that at those particular moments in there, it is about you develop a strength. The only place within the darkness, within a dark soul, the dark night of the soul, if you ever been through this, okay, it is about that in there, you're the only light that shined. And through those moments in there, that is the pure cleanliness of the soul. And that's what the intuition is going to be seeing. You clearing the soul. It's a lot of esoteric things that's going to be probably happen to some people, because it is a very kind of like a good event of that positions too. A lot of masculine divine growth is going to be that positions. That Mars help from Pluto in there. Those gonna be these incredible divine energies, but Mars has to overcome the cloudiness of the visions of the ego together of what he sees the negative side. Because see, if you're like a feminine and you are right now tomorrow, you have all these negative energies and so on, and you're expressing to your masculine energies, if the masculine take it wrong, they're all gonna blow up. They're kind of, like, you know what? I had enough, and all this stuff and all that crap in there. Instead of finding the courage and transforming, but they both have to be transforming. This is why Pluto, right now, as I say it in the previous reports, guys, Pluto's entering Capricorn. It's gonna be asking you to finish a work, internal personal work that you have not done at all, and now that work, it's gonna be coming to work. It's going to start working for it, particularly about these energies. Okay. And if you're not taking the things personally as the masculine energies you're going to be able to discovering this power of transformations, because you're understanding these heavy energies in there, these heavy visions, this lack of understanding feminine. It is actually lack of the growth of the masculine. And if you have a lack of the growth in a masculine, guess what? You're weak. You need to understand that the understanding of the both mutualities there, of the feminine and masculine, there, combining them together, that is one of the highest level of love. Understanding the other person, an act of love, that is a high level of love. But most of the people is going to be like focusing on what? On their personal needs, on their personal situations, lack of within a relationship, and so on and so on. Well, you should seek what they need to change, what they need to transform. And that's what this transformations was about yesterday. To give you, to help you. Hopefully you guys get it. If you haven't watched the yesterday's report, I'm suggesting you to watch it. All right, talking about the next hour here, 10 o'clock in the morning, the midheaven is at Cancer. You're probably reviewing the dark side of the family. There was unhealed parents and so on. That's going to be reflecting of the parents that you're dealing with right now. As you see it here, we have 7 degrees, it's dark Lilith. We have 7 degrees. That is the south node. That is the moon at 8. Venus is at 8, and we have the true Lilith at 10. And all those, they don't have any other aspect. If you take that aspect right here, you're going to be feeling by itself. There is nothing connected in there. So if you have feminine energies that it feels like a totally disconnect and really there, you need to understand you're going to be going to the rabbit hole within that kind of like a dark of the night soul energies, we need to shine in the light, because in the end, who is the ruler there? Is the true Lilith is at the end. Your true self. And when that true self's coming out, that is what it is. What at the end you're finding the truth. And this is all the feminine energies basically putting in a one spot. That doesn't happen very often. I tell you that. Okay. All right. 11 o'clock. Ascendant is going to be at Scorpio. The midheaven is at Leo. The things is going to start getting a little bit more balanced, because through that courage of Leo, you're going to be able to reach out to the destinations of the North Node. It's all about the North Node. Okay? It's all about this energy that wants you to cross over. You want you to move into this state of paradise. You want you to get in there in these situations. But that is going to happen when the sun hits here. Okay? When the authority is going to come up here. So this is another 6 months. So during those 6 months, that is going to be the time that Pluto is going to be coming up already in Aquarius. There's going to be, all this is going to be moving forward, except Uranus. And we're going to go through a tough spot. Okay? But it's needed. Okay? It's needed. These things, it's needed because the purification process, it's maybe a little bit not pleasant, nasty in a way, but the result is incredible. Because after all this cleansing, after all this, as at that picture that it was there, you get off into the real world. You get off, you free yourself up. You get out of the cage. If you've been a bird that's stuck in a cage of the society and the spirituality and so on and so on, now you're realizing this was all cage in there. So with that energies for in the next hour, really this 1 o'clock energy is a little bit concern me. For this is usually when other people is going to be that energy. I'm by myself. I cannot handle this anymore. I don't blah blah blah. For a lot of duality. Should I do? Should I not? Should I go? Should I stop? Should I get? Should I could have maybe at this, maybe at that. God, this is gonna be really kind of like intensified. The only thing it is that Scorpio ascendant is gonna show you. Everything that happens right now, it's for healing. Everything that happens is for healing. Keep on going. Okay? You're going to feel like there is no authority or your personal authority in there. Be mindful of people or bosses if you're trying to figure out relationship with bosses. Or if somebody comes in and tries to tell you something about your own relationship. People can tell you on the basis of this energy how bad is the relationship. And now because this energy is in there, you're going to be accepting it. While the whole thing, it is like somebody tells you, oh, you know what? Stay in that jail. Stay in there. Stay in this. Don't shatter. Don't break limits. Don't grow. Don't mature. This is going to be a really kind of like an interesting moment. So be mindful about that from within yourself. All right. Little bit of break. It's going to be at 2 o'clock energies for the midheaven. It's going in there. That's going to be the time this kind of like inner work is going to continue to work. But that energy is going to be telling you and remind you about the yesterday's transformations. But those energies, they're going to come into the ascendant with the proper visions. And what is your goal? I see that goal right here is the North Node. That goal is there. You see, when you focus on the goal, you find a solution. When you're not focused on the goal, guess what? This is why people making dream boards. This is why people writing affirmations. They do a daily pumped up talk to themselves to be really getting into this. But what is this is based out of it? their personal needs, their personal development they want to do by thinking that this is happiness, or what has been orchestrated by the universe. And usually you don't like what it's orchestrated by the universe, but the universe says, like, don't worry about it. I gave you everything that you need. I am the universe. I'm shifting you back. You lost something. I'm going to help you how to get it back. You understanding something, not understand something. I'm going to help you to learn. I'm here for you. But you're not seeing that. You see your own projections, your desires, and you see to think how you can prove yourself to a society. But society has unwritten rules that can be changed all the time. And you try to keep it up with rules. Okay? One of the things is fashion, brands. This year is this brand, the next year is that brand. If you're wearing this, that means it's good. Really? Where is your soul? Where is your spirit on that? Just because you're wearing certain brand, that doesn't mean that your spirit is good. And this is what we're talking about, society and written rules. Okay, next hour. Well, the moon is going to go there. It's talking about this secret is going to come in. So during this hour of 3 o'clock, you're going to be finding those secrets. The secrets of what you have to be the key to break of that gel. What is it the key to break this limit? What is it this shattering of the glass? How you can break away? How can you free yourself up? And with those energies, talking about the divine energies, they're going to be with Saturn. The duality is going to be like this. Some of the people, when they discovering a key for the cage, they're going to be like, but what is that out there? Or I should just stay here at the comfort in the cage. You see, this is going to come in from the ascendant that is at Sag, because this is that duality of Sagittarius, Virgo, Saturn, and Jupiter. Well, let me tell you this. Saturn, it is squaring Jupiter, lack of growth. Jupiter, it is squaring the Sun, lack of the authority from within yourself to break it away. And Sag, as the ascendant that it's opposing Jupiter, in there is like, oh, don't grow, don't grow. While the moon, it's going to be like, man, what are you talking about? We got to grow. We got to move. We have things that we need to do. We have to expand. And that is that trine with Jupiter, as the intuition is going to be finding these beautiful, beautiful energies. Okay. And those who are working their relationship, they're going to be finding the things in a very, very beautiful way. All right. Talking about the next hour, midheaven, it's going to be at Scorpio. Again, those energies have no aspect. Okay. That's going to be at 4 o'clock too. Just the inner work is going to be at the shadow, but the shadow is going to be done at the masculine level of Mars. Some of you may be tired of this. It's like, oh my God, it continues grinding it out, pretty much the same thing over and over and over and over. Yeah, you have to grind it out, the shadow from the one that it's you carrying from your past generations of parents, grandparents, 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 and a grandparent. Okay, because it's more easy to pass the fear instead of encouragement. It's more to understand and stay in a fear, control other people through fear, instead of helping them out to grow and inspire them. And this is why this energy is in the shadow, but when that energy comes in towards Mars, hope Mars is using these divine energies of Pluto. And to that deep transformations is getting into a Neptune. It's going to be a directions from the universe coming in. Expressions, talks, movies, books, even if you have to go to a museum. Okay? Sometimes you have to go to the Museum of Arts. And I'll tell you why you gotta go to the Museum of Arts. Because right there is the expressions of a feelings, of a situations. You know, when you see this art in there, there is something, there is a message. You have to debunk it. What is this all about? Right? All right. Talking about 5 o'clock energies there, the midheaven still is going to be at Scorpio. Pretty good, because that's going to help him with the authority to basically get off your head out of your rear end. Basically, that's how it's going to be. That little Scorpio's energy is going to be, come on, grow up. Stop being with and so on and so on. But this cardinal energy is here from the ascendant is going to be like a lot of work. But this is a lot of work, because after I get off of this jail, I don't know what to do with it. After I get out of this jail, what am I supposed to do? Have you ever lived free? Have you ever been free? You don't know how to live free, right? How to take care of yourself when you're free. This is what it is. But when you're free, you take that energies with the authority and you go back into your Saturn, and Saturn is going to be teaching you on everything that you want to know. Right? Because all the secret knowledge is inside of you. What's going to happen if you end up in this place that you need to be building a house from your own? You're going to be looking at in the forest how to build a house, right? Trees, leaves, something. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be learning how to hunt, or how to get in a fish or fruits, right? You're going to be learning where to get water from. But that's not what are we talking about? It is about you to release yourself from the fears. And those situations is going to become, they're going to work. But when those situations are coming for a relationship, how are you going to be doing it? And now the growth in there that it's going to be coming, since the moon is already at 12 o'clock, you're finding the truth in there. That is a beginning to grow. That growth with who? With Jupiter, and Jupiter is sextiling Chiron. You already healed that pattern within yourself. You break it in, and now you start focusing of the healing of this breaking in. It's like, you know what? I'm so happy I healed from this. I crossed over. I'm happy. I'm great. Okay, because a lot of the people is going to be thinking, oh, there is a trouble in the paradise. No, it's not a trouble in the paradise. It is to break it away in there. Break it away from this jail that it is for. Just careful with the apple. We're not talking about that. All right. Talking about the next energy, that's going to be midheaven at Sag, and the ascendant is going to be at Aquarius. Communications, problems, issues, discussions, nasty grams, nasty text messages, no text messages, silent treatments. You can name it. Anything underneath the sun. Right? But is that is all about this? No. It's about you to learn how not to be. It's about you to overcome your personality. It's about you to practicing this development in there with yourself. And to see how weak you are in the relationship. How weak you are as a family. Because if you have that energy of Neptune towards Mars. This is this bad energies in there that it's talking about, like, oh, they don't love you. Oh, they're just using you. Oh, they just crapping it out. They only feel about the money. And now on, you're trying to do a family in there, right? But when you open up your eyes for the transformations and the changes, guess what? You hear the other visions. Oh my God, we have to overcome. I don't have to think about like a child. I have to be more responsible. I'm going to be building a family, right? All right. Next hour, we're talking about midheaven begins into Capricorn. This is going to be that work that it needs to be done, particularly about Mars. And some of the people who have not grown, they're going to be seeing how much they need to do a work. And it is what it is. You cannot change what it is. You could have been grown within a place of inspiration, proper way of how you to deal with it in the family. But until you don't have a family, you don't know how to practice. And this is why it's so important to understand what are you going to tell yourself. Oh, I don't know, and I don't know how to learn. Or you're going to be learning in there. You're going to be talking positive in there because Mercury is sextiling Mars during this. And if you're using the divine energies, the green light with Pluto, you're going to get everything that you want. You're going to see it. Okay? At the same time, the feminine energies, they're still going to have this divine energies. They are going to be with Saturn. Learning how to be as a woman, as a feminine energies in the relationship, how to love, how to be a proper partner, how to be your true self, how to have this love. Venus is at Libra, right? So too many things are gonna be affecting, but hopefully, guys, you're gonna be going over it because it's not just trouble in a paradise. It's not really. It's just situations that is gonna come in your life, and you're preparing for your future life. How you gonna handle it? So it's not a trouble in the paradise. It is a part of evolution. All right, 9 o'clock. Talking about this divine energies from Mars towards the midheaven of Aquarius. Very, very powerful energies that's gonna be coming in from this Pluto. The midheaven, though, it's gonna help the authority, which is gonna be the sun, right here. That energy of that trine, of the inner work that it's done, you authorize what is done, it's going to be connecting to the greatest teacher, to the priest, to the spiritual, to the guide, the coach, anyone who helps you to get better, which is that's what Saturn represents. And they're working in the psyche as someone who's going to be send you back. But back where? Back to your own self, I hope. I know, because Saturn is a retrograde. Okay, it doesn't matter where you go. You know, usually all those kind of people, they're gonna be. If you go to the priest, they're gonna be explaining you the same thing in a form of religion. If you go to, for example, to a temple, doesn't matter Hindu or a Muslim temple, and they gotta be explaining you the same thing, basically underneath the shelf when you tell them what is your problem, just the problem is one. In there. If you go to a family coach, they're gonna tell you pretty much the same thing with different words. All right. So this is a one thing to understanding that you are in this charge of that authority. Okay. Can you find someone at 9 o'clock in the afternoon? Can you call the priest at 9 o'clock at night? I doubt it. But who's going to be the priest? It's your higher self hidden in there within you. It's your spirit. This is why Saturn is very important in astrology, because he is that little secret connection between souls and the spirit. All right, here is that hour of the midheaven with Pluto, deep transformations. And as we're saying at this energy of Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. This energy is gonna comes in and it's gonna be helping you over and over and over and over again. Now, today, and a year from now, still is gonna be here. Only thing is the next year around, Saturn and Neptune, they're gonna be here at this point. Okay. And with that energies up here, you are gonna be able to learn how to cross. Some people's gonna be crossing in 6 months from now. Some people's gonna begin to crossing an year from now. Some people will never cross. But that breaking up right now of those relationships in there, okay? Because we are talking about the birth of a spiritual realm with Pisces into the physical realm of oneself. While on the other side, between Virgo and Libra, that is it. The proper way of the physical realm of the oneself with others. Get it? Got it? Good. All right. And we're talking about 11 o'clock. This energy is going to calm down as you see it, the midheaven at Aquarius. If you have anything on Aquarius, we're talking about this is like the 13 degrees of Aquarius. But if you are kind of like give it a take from the 8th into the 18th degree of Aquarius, you're going to feel these divine energies, but that's going to helping everything about Libra. So if you have anything particular in this area of Aquarius, you're going to be able to discover new ways, new thinkings, breaking away from the matrix. Basically, this is going to be like a Neo sees the energies now, and now he learns that he can manipulate the energies. He can go inside the agent and destroy him from within. And then the other two agents running away, right? A little bit esoteric stuff. Some people's going to be learning to finding their own powers, gifts, clairvoyance, or however that is, psychic abilities, and so on. Because guess what? You did the job. Okay? You did the job. And that energy of the transformations with the masculine energies, everything is going to be start going to its own spots. Okay? Yes, it wasn't easy. It wasn't so on. You may feel the lack of love and abandonment and so on, but you're overcoming in there. You overcome the power that was present to yourself because you found your own true self. And that's where I'm leaving you guys. Hopefully, this is going to be a great day for you in there. And hopefully that whatever it happens, you keep going forward. All right, guys. Love you so much. Would love your comments. And we'll see you next time. Okay, guys? Be loved.